I keep telling her, like, get to the point, get to the point, get to the point. My mom will get mad when I went on. Hey beautiful, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, hi, my name is Alexisjayda and welcome. Today's notification shout out goes to Sean. Thank you so much for your love and support. Te quiero mucho. You have commented over 16 times. If you want to be part of the notification squad, all you have to do is just like the video, hit subscribe, and leave a comment down below, and your comment can possibly be my next notification shout out. I swear I don't mean to be MIA, come back, get all like yeah, and then boom, be ghosted. It's just so much I wish I could share, y'all, where it's just like I never thought this would be on my bingo card of 2025. 2025 has been freaking crazy. Just know it's been a lot, and I did tell you guys that I've been going through some health stuff. Don't really want to go into it because it triggers my anxiety like crazy, because I'm like, oh my god, what if I share, and this, and what if this, and what if that, and I'm just like, but I want to make sure I share so that, you know, just make sure you guys go to your appointments, make sure you guys get checked, make sure you guys are taking care of yourself, because no one is going to do it for you. Not the boyfriend, not the hubby, not the kids, not the mom, not your, you know, your person. Just make sure you go and get checked. Make sure you put yourself first. Make sure you are a priority. I've been trying to put myself as a priority, and I feel like this month I really buckled down, and it's just, I don't want to get emotional. It's been a lot, you guys, and it's just been a really wild roller coaster, and I'm just trying to like level the F out. Like, it's been crazy. So much has been going on where it's constantly like different. Not every day is the same, and I'm just like, you know, I wish I really could go into detail. I wish I was not comfortable. I wish I wasn't so scared, because my anxiety takes over. Just know your girl has been going through it. My family has been going through it. It's just been so freaking much. And prayer. Please keep me in your prayers. Please say a prayer for me. If you don't believe in prayers, can you just send me positive vibes, because your girl needs them. I'm going to try to stick to a routine. I told my hubby and I told the kids, hey, this is the time of chunk that I need. This is what I need. Deal with the situation and like the kids, and like, this is what we're gonna do, this is what we do. Let's get into the story time, you guys. We left off where I run upstairs because Mrs. Peach is trying to get crazy with me. I call Mr. Peach and I'm like, hey, homegirl over here trying to like get crazy with me. She won't let me pass through, and he just tells me like, go. So I jump on the couch. You guys know the anal is about their couch. Jump on the couch, go upstairs in the restroom. I'll go through the numbers, contacts. I'm like, oh my god, Joe said that to her. How did I taste, bitch? Wait. So I'm like hurt, hits me in my chest. I'm like, oh my god. I hear fighting going downstairs. I'm thinking it's Mrs. Peach getting crazy with the baby, because she is the type where she's in a mood, she's going to be a bitch to everybody. So I'm pissed. I'm getting hyped up. I run downstairs, and as I'm running downstairs, it's Sam, and that's where we left off. So sit back, relax, and let's get into the story time. Let me know what you guys are doing, if you guys are cooking, if you guys are cleaning, if you guys are working out, if you guys, just let me know what you guys are doing. Keep me updated. Let me know what's going on, you guys. Let me know that she's me. I have Choose Me coming soon. I just have to get permission from a few people around me if I can share this story time I want to tell to tell so bad. It was a moment of like, my gut is not wrong. I told you guys like, oh, it's because I'm a bruja, I'm a bruja, and a lot of you guys were like, no, Alexis, it's ooh, oh my gosh, what did you guys say? That's definitely not a witch bruja feeling, Alexisjayda. You are chosen by God. You have a gift, and it's one that will keep you safe in your family forever and after. Girl, don't say bruja. That's the Holy Spirit trying to protect you. Holy Spirit is better than any witch in the name of Jesus. What you're experiencing as a witch or sensing energies is actually the gift of spirit of discernment, Lex. This is a gift of God. Not everyone has it. It's the Holy Spirit talking to you about certain people to stay away from or pray over. It's not that you're a witch. It's your guardian angel watching you. Also, you're getting wiser after your 30s. You start to understand more things. I don't like when you call your discernment as being a witch. Being able to discern things about people, it's a gift from God. I hope you guys know that when I'm speaking, it's just how I talk. It's never like I'm trying to take away from that gift or implying bad or anything like that. You know what I mean? But I think my discernment, my and when I say bruja, I don't think bruja's bad. You know what I mean? I feel like when I say bruja, it's like, oh, like you're a badass. You know what I mean? Recently, my discernment has been it's been really strong. Okay. And as I'm getting older, it's getting stronger and stronger. 3 years ago, I had this vibe about this person. We'll call her Bounce. Bounce. Okay. Bounce, I just knew from the get. There's just something about Bounce. And anytime I would bring up or someone would ask me like, what's your opinion on Bounce? I'd be like, and even if I just was trying to like, oh, maybe, you know, I could see what other people couldn't see. And I hate that. I hate when I would have a feeling about somebody and everybody loves, and I'm just like, but the energy is just there, you know? I was right about Bounce. And it just, poof, it literally was a moment of like, oh my goodness. I don't think I ever cried that hard in a situation. And I was even telling my mom, like, I don't know why I'm crying. Like, I don't know why I'm crying. And it was just such an overwhelming feeling of like, wow. Anyways, sit back, relax. Let's get into it, you guys. So they're screaming at each other. Sam has, I want to say he's like 18, 19 looking, okay? This dude by the door, where even I'm looking at him and I'm just already thinking like, in adults, why the fuck my house, why the hell? So I'm looking, I can't lie, I'm like excited to see her, you know what I mean? Because like I have not seen her in a long time, you know? So they're yelling at each other. Mrs. Peach is yelling at this boy to leave. She keeps telling him to get the F out of her house. He wants to say she invited me in. I'm like, she's a minor, she's underage, get the out. And he's like, I'm not going anywhere, I'm not going anywhere, they abuse her, blah 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 blah. And I'm just like looking at him, and I look at Sam, and I kind of, you know, like smile, smirk at her, and I hug her. That sets Mrs. Peach off. That like, what the, this isn't a movie. Yes it is, it's my movie. And she's so upset. Sam hugs me, and I'm like, what are you doing? Like, as I'm hugging her, I'm like, what are you doing? Like, are you staying, are you going? She says that she's leaving, that she'll let me know where she's gonna be at. This is crazy to me, okay? Because we are babies, y'all. We are babies acting like we're grown, and we're not. So she's yelling at Sam, telling her she's not going anywhere. She keeps telling that guy, we'll name him Raphael, to leave. She's like, leave. And he's like, no. She tells me you guys put her hands on her, and I'm just like looking at Sam, and we both just kind of like laugh, because girl, ain't no way. That is triggering Mrs. Peach like a mofo, okay? She is mad. It's so funny. What's so funny? And she's like going crazy, and I'm like, hey, like relájate, like todo está bien, like everything's good, like it's fine. She told me to shut the F up, that nothing's okay. And she's like livid, y'all, which, you know, yeah, you should be. So she's yelling at Sam, telling Sam she's not going nowhere, and Sam just keeps like walking past her. She's going upstairs now, and now me and that guy are downstairs, and I'm like, leave. I'm not leaving, I'm not going nowhere, shawty. And I'm just like, ew. And so I tell him like, you better leave before she calls the cops. He tells me that she invited him in, and I was like, it don't matter, she's a minor. How old are you? He's like, that don't matter, age is just a number. Get the fuck out, get the fuck out. Anytime anyone says age is just a number, pedo, get out, you nasty. So I'm like, you need to get out, like for real, you need to get out. So I grab the motion, like I'm gonna get on my phone, little bleep 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 bleep, and someone's by the door. That's creepy. I hope it's Rudy, because that's creepy. So anyways, I grab my phone, like I'm going to make a phone call. He says that he's gonna be right outside, that he's not going anywhere, and that we better not put our hands on her. Boy, bye. What did she say? Get the f on my face. Okay, so he goes outside, literally is between the door and like the step. Okay, cool. I go upstairs because I can hear like banging, things getting thrown. I go up there, and Sam is going through the closet. Immediately, I already know. Now I feel weird saying that, y'all, but I'm saying it with like, it's funny, you know? So anyways, I'm thinking birth certificate, I'm thinking social, I'm thinking important documents, right? So she's in the room, she's just like throwing everything. Mrs. Peach is threatening her, telling her that she better put all that up, that she doesn't know what she's thinking. And Sam is just like honed in on like, this is what I gotta do, this is what I gotta do. Side note, what age did your parents give you your birth certificate? Let me know, I would love to know. Me and my children were just having this conversation not that long ago, and I was like, give it back, because I can't even trust you guys to throw out the trash. I can't even trust you guys to like take out the chicken to defrost. I can't even trust you guys to like do this and do that, take the clothes out of the laundry, or don't forget this, don't forget that. And you guys want me to trust you with, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, so what age? She is literally throwing down everything, where I'm like, Sam, like chill out. And she's like, no, I gotta go, she already said that he's on the way, blah 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 blah. And I was like, okay, just like calm down, because like I don't want nothing to happen to Sam either. She is just like fuming, and you can just see it on her face. Paranoia is kicking in, which as it should. And what are you doing? Like, you need to stay here. Like, what are you doing? So she is just like pissed, going through everything. Mrs. Peach is right behind her, and I keep telling Sam like to be careful because Mrs. Peach is expecting, and God forbid she like, you know, puts her hands on her or anything like that. So even though I don't mess with Mrs. Peach, my concern is the unborn baby, so be careful. So I try to keep like good distance between them because Sam keeps telling her, if you get close, that's on you. That's on you. I don't care. That's on you. So that is code word for if anything happens, I'm defending myself. I don't care if you're pregnant. Pretty much is what she's telling her. And Mrs. Peach is not taking her seriously. And I feel like, why risk it? Why risk it and try to call someone's bluff? You know what I mean? Like, why risk it? Especially if you're over here like, I don't care about you. Da, 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 da. Get out of my face. Like, it's just confusing for anybody. So Sam finally finds this suitcase and she starts to just go through like the numbers. It's like the one that you have. I hate that one. I hate when things have where you have to like measure it just right. So she's just going through like a bunch of different dates where she's like just trying it. She even yells at Mrs. Peach like, what is it? What is it? She even tries to like negotiate with her. Like, if you tell me what the thing is, like I'll tell you what happened and da 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 on this day. And you could just tell Mrs. Peach kind of wants to like take the nibble because like she's yelling at her and then she stops. And she just tells her like how hateful can she be, that like, well, where did they go wrong? I kind of cough, you know, just because I'm like, I can't help it. That's creeping me out, y'all. But yeah, I can't help it. Should I have? Yes, that would have been more mature to like hold my tongue. But y'all, it's so hard, especially when you don't like somebody. Like, it's so hard. So she's going to the suitcase, she's going to the dates, and she chuckles to herself. Okay, she's like, she's like, oh, I hate him. That's what she says. I hate him. And I just look at her, and she shakes her head, and I already know. I already know. Like, I just know, y'all. Like, it's so freaky. I don't even know how to explain it to you guys. Like, I just know. So she keeps yelling at Sam, and Sam's like, is your birthday, let's say, November 1st. She's like, no, you know it's not. And she's like, yeah, you know whose birthday is November 1st? And like, and I just shake my head because I'm like, She's like, you're over here huffing and puffing out on face. He don't give a damn about you. And so she walks out. She has her documents in her hand, and Mrs. Peach grabs it and goes, Sam is pissed. She gets so freaking mad. Mrs. Peach is holding the other side like, yeah, and what are you gonna do with that? Yeah, like so mad. Sam acts like she's going to charge at her, and I get in the middle. Sam tries to now get in my ear like, you don't even know half. So now she's trying to get in my ear. She's like, you don't even know half of what they say about you and what they think about you. And I'm like, okay, all right. And she's like, no, it's not okay, and no, it's not all right. And she's just so mad. Mrs. Peach is behind me, and she is just saying the most foul things. And I'm like looking at her, I'm like, and why do you think she wants to stay? You think that's gonna make her stay? She's like, shut the f up, Alexis. Alexis. Like, just getting so mad. I'm like, and Sam's like, you see, and you want me to stay. So she starts to walk towards like the stairs. Mrs. Peach is behind me, and I'm trying to keep like a good amount like of like space. Mrs. Peach grabs her hair and pulls her back. Sam goes dunk all the way back, where I'm just like, really? Like, really? I don't know. Homegirl probably weak or something, not eating or something. So she goes back and she turns around and she literally like crawls towards us. Freaky as shit ever. Crawls to us and gets up, and she pushes Mrs. Peach hard, super hard by the door, like just boom. And Mrs. Peach starts crying, immediately starts holding her stomach. She's screaming, and I'm yelling at Sam like, if anything happens to the baby, you're fucking dead. Like, you're dead. She's like, I don't give a she shouldn't put her hands on me. It's her fault. It's self-defense. You're here, blah 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 blah. I'm like, it don't matter. She's like, it does matter. It does. So she starts going back downstairs. Mrs. Peach is freaking out, screaming. Okay, is there sangre? Like, do I beat Sam's ass? Like, what do I do? Like, I feel like I'm just like, I don't know what to do. Call Mr. Peach. I call Mr. Peach. I tell him what happened. He asks me if Mrs. Peach is okay. Keep an eye on her. And that if she's going to go to the doctors, like, what is she going to do? Are we going to call the ambulance? that like, why am I calling and not giving him like a resolution? Like I'm just giving him a problem. And I'm like, I'm just telling you what she told me to do. She's like still screaming. I'm asking her like, do you want to go to the doctors? Do you want to go? She's like, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. She's just still stuck in I don't know, I don't know. Kind of gives me flashbacks. Yeah, you know. Go through her contacts, call one of her friends. Her friend's like, yes, I'll come over, make sure this, make sure that. Is she bleeding? I said no. Okay, cool. Sam's gone. Okay, Sam is gone. Me and Mrs. Peach now have made it down towards the couch, so we're just sitting on the couch. She's just telling me that her stomach feels really, really tight and that she's worried. She starts to like kind of like cry, and that she doesn't know why she cares. She doesn't know why this happens to her. And I'm just quiet. I'm just like, okay. As she keeps talking, I ask her like, where are the other babies and stuff, and she tells me that they are with vacation and to text him and give him an update. I'm like, okay, I will. Her friend comes, they take her. I'm not watching the baby. I call Sam and I tell her like, dude, like, what the is wrong with you? Like, you could have really hurt her. The baby, she doesn't care that Mrs. Peach needs to keep her hands to herself, that it's her own downfall. Yelling at her that, where is she? That like, why does she think that she can just like act like this and do this? And we're screaming on the phone, you don't have to worry about me, you don't have to worry about me. And just like a whole different like persona where I'm just like, dude, why? Like, why? I tell her like that dude's gonna get in trouble because she's underage, and she's like, no, he's not, no, he's not. He's just a friend. And I'm like, no, he's not. I'm pretty sure no, he's not. So I'm like fighting with her, and she literally just tells me like, Alexis, like, it don't matter what you say, like, I'm not coming back. I don't care. Like, I don't want nothing to do with them. I don't know what to tell you. Like, what aren't you guys getting? I don't want to be there no more. And I'm like, you know what? Yeah, okay, whatever. I don't know what I'm doing trying to fight with her, convince her to come back. Like, it's literally like not my job. And I was just telling her like, dude, like, that was not cool. Like, what is wrong with you? She's like, I didn't punch her, I didn't hit her, all I did was push her. That's all I did. Like, that's not against the law. I pushed her back. It's self-defense. And she just keeps like repeating it over and over, and I can hear the dude telling her in the back, and tell her this, and I hate when you're on the phone and someone is near you, so you do say that. Shut the f up. Oh, it irks me. It irks me so bad being on the phone and someone's like, say this, say this. Shut the f up. Shut up. God, it gives me anxiety. Like, shut up. It makes me so mad. Like, shut up. So I start screaming, getting psycho, like, I'm talking to you, I'm not talking to him, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, not to worry about her, that she'll be good, that she'll be good. And I just keep telling her like, you're making a mistake. Like, you're literally making a mistake. I don't know what you're doing, you're making a mistake. She tells me that she doesn't want to be there no more. And I'm like, she doesn't even live here. You won't have to deal with her. She's like, no, all of it. You don't even know the half of it. And I'm telling her, I'm like, stop talking in code. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, just say what it is. Like, you're so dramatic. And she's like, okay, then let me be dramatic. Like, don't talk to me then if I'm so dramatic. And she just keeps acting like a child. And I forget, I'm talking to a teenager, you know? I'm a teenager. It was so frustrating because it was just like, dude, you're just milking it. Like, you're milking it. And then when you get back, they are never, ever, ever gonna let you out of their sight ever again. So I just sit there and wait for an update, wait for anything. Me and the baby end up passing out, and we wake up to Mr. Peach and Baltimore arguing from outside to all the way inside the house. Just straight arguing, fighting, cussing each other out. He's telling her to leave. He tells me to take the baby upstairs. I take the baby upstairs and I come back down. He's asking me what happened, how's everything. I'm telling him like, well, this, she said this and then she said that. And he's like, what was she looking for? I tell him that she took her social. Why? And you don't ask questions. Like, what do? You just stood there. And I'm like, what? Arguing with him because it's so freaking annoying, where it's just like, where were you? I'm like, I told you she wasn't there. You should have hurried up and came back. And he's like, no me hablas así, that he thought she was lying, that she's such a liar, that he doesn't understand why he's being punished like this. I just stay quiet because I'm like, I don't know what to say. Because like, honestly, the way she be acting, like, it's not all the way justified. Like, girl, you're tripping. She just probably in too deep and she doesn't know how to be like, sorry, I can't. That's why I always make sure to tell my kids, like, it does not matter how deep you dig yourself. You can always undig yourself. Call me, call dad, call your tios. I'd rather you ask for help and us be there than you dig yourself so deep that you feel like you're lost and you can't find your way back out. It's okay. Doesn't make you look weak. Doesn't make you look stupid. It's fine. And I always make sure to voice that, because there were so many times where I feel like I'm already in it, let's go deep. And it's like, no. It's okay to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna sit this one out. That's fine. That's okay. And so I always make sure to let the kids know, because sometimes you just need to hear it for you to be like, that is an option. So now he's arguing with me, and I'm literally like this, like, I check out because I don't want to hear it. He gets mad that I'm doing that. What's wrong with me? I'm so disrespectful. And that he wishes that he could just slap the shit out of me. I'm not doing anything. Like, I'm not doing anything. So me and him are arguing. He tells me to help him understand. Help me understand. That, like, why would she do something like this? And I'm like, because she probably feels like she's in too deep. Probably talked a lot of shit to whoever she's with. And they're probably like, you're not about it. And she said, bet. And he's like, that sounds so fucking, that sounds so, I'm like, okay, I'm telling you. He's like, just because you tell me doesn't mean I gotta agree. I'm like, no, so you gotta agree. I'm just telling you. So we're fighting. He tells me that he just don't know what to do. He don't know what to do anymore. He doesn't know what to do anymore. And he is just like so annoyed that I don't get it. And I'm like, what do you mean? What don't I get? I get it. Doesn't mean it makes, like, it doesn't mean that, like, she gets it. I get it, but she doesn't get it. And he's just like yelling at me that, like, he's giving her everything. And I'm like, yeah, like, I get it. Like, that would be frustrating. Like, yeah, I don't know what to say to him. We're just like, okay. And I'm like, just quiet, because I'm like, okay, he probably just wants someone to, like, listen while he vents. And he's mad that I don't say anything back. And then he's mad that I do say something back because it's stupid. And it's just like, I don't know what to do. Damned if you do and damned if you don't. So he's super mad, and he's like, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. Gets on his phone, makes a few phone calls, and then we hear a knock at the door. I already know he called popos. I know it. Calls them. They start talking. Tells them about, like, oh yeah, I went over this and that he wants to press charges because he said that she stole other things. Now, did I see that? No. Then I'm like, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just like, officer didn't ask to talk to me, but I just stay quiet because I'm like, I don't know what's all going on. But he said that she stole something of value to him, and that she probably gonna pawn it. And I'm like, oh, maybe. I didn't see, but okay. So I'm quiet. I update Sam, and she says, you're lying. And I'm like, no, he called a po-po on you, ho. She's like, you're lying. Say swear. And I say swear. She said, on the Bible. I said, on the Bible. Come home. Like, come home. It will make it better. She's like, nope, you went too far. You went too far. You did. You called your bluff, and it's getting crazy now. So he tells me not to say anything, not to tell her anything, that this is how she, you know, she's going to get caught. She is going to get caught one way or another, that it's going to happen. I'm like, okay. I text Mr. Peach, is she okay? Is there an update? Is the baby okay? She tells me that she doesn't want to talk to me. Okay, cool. I tell Mr. Peach, can you please tell me an update when she tells him? And he says that he will. He's sure that everything's okay, that she's dramatic. And I was like, no, it was a pretty hard push. And he's like, ¿en serio? And I'm like, yes. ¿En serio? And I'm like, yes. And so he's like, so I go upstairs, go to bed, wake up to Mr. Peach knocking on the door like a crazy man, okay? I'm like, oh my God, something happened to the baby. I jump out of the bed, I wake up, and then he's like, why did you tell her? I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, why did you tell her? And I'm like, oh, I was like, because I thought like maybe she'd want to come home. So you don't know what I'm talking about. I was like, I'm barely waking up and trying to get like my head. And he just starts going in on me like, why do you play stupid if you knew what I was talking about? And I was like, I didn't. I was just waking up. Didn't know what you're yelling at me about. Then I'm waking up, you couldn't have thought all of that. I was like, I'm explaining it to you. So we start arguing because I roll my eyes at him because he starts talking to me, and I'm like this, like, don't you roll your eyes at me? Like, so he's like mad that, why did I tell her? And I was like, I thought that if I told her, she would make her way back and that it'd be less trouble for her. And I thought I was doing a good thing. He's like, no, dame tu teléfono. To give him my phone. I was like, I'm not giving you my phone. Like, it's my phone. I'm not giving, give me your phone. So he's like screaming in my face. And I was like, I'm not giving you my phone. Y'all, I wish I could pee on command. I really, really do. Because I wanted to pee so bad in that moment so he could understand like how much she was scaring me. Like, I was so scared I couldn't even cry. Like, I was so mad. Like, I hate when I can't cry on command. Where it's just like, dude. Like, you know how many times where I've been so scared I want to cry on command so like the person will stop like attacking me, so they can probably be like, oh, you know what I mean? But like something in me is like freezes and is like, nope, not today, not today. Maybe when you're in a grocery store and you're having a good day, it'll just randomly hit you, but not when you need it, not when you're scared. It's so stupid. he's like super mad, yelling in my face, and I'm like, yeah, relax, like trying to like get crazy with him too, and we're like just screaming at each other. He's like, give me the phone now, like in my face, you guys. And I don't know what's wrong with me, where I'm just, at times I can be like, okay, all right, but then other times I'm just like, I don't give a do it. So he's pissed, y'all, and I'm like getting scared because I'm like, ugh. Like I know he will be stupid and like hurt me, you know what I mean? Oh, like I know he'll be stupid and he'll like really put his hands on me, like if I get him to that point. And I would hate it when my mom would tell me like, you get people to that point where they want to hit you, like, oh y'all. And don't ever tell people that you are dating like, oh, my mom said this, because I swear 9 times out of 10 they will repeat the same shit you told them. Okay, so don't do that. Don't ever let someone know how much you put up with, because they will put you through the same shit, if not even more, because they'd be like, you let so and so do it, you let so and so do it. Like I swear it's always like a pissing competition. At the end of the day, just keep the most you can to yourself, please. So yeah, because for the longest I would have that in the back of my mind, like, oh my god, I do push people to that level of like, no, okay, it's because they can't freaking control themselves doesn't mean that like it's valid for you getting your ass beat. Look at that. Ooh. I wish my mom never would have told me that, because it really did sit with little Lex for a very long time, and I would excuse certain behaviors because I'd be like, but my mama said, it don't fucking matter. Okay, it don't matter. It really don't. Like, no one should be putting their hands on you, period. He's getting close and he tries to like reach for my phone, and I'm like, back up. I was like, no me toques, no me toques. Like I'm like freaking out, and I scream, y'all. I scream like a banshee. Like I scream so loud where he like looks at me and he's startled, and that's why I'm like, and I was like, get out of here, get out. Like I'm like screaming at him, and he's like, yeah, like he's like freaking out. And I was like, part of me kind of felt bad, but I was like, you got some fucking nerve, dude. Like, why do I have to get to that point? You know, why you gotta make me get there? I don't want to do this. Right back on them. And he's like, hey, relájate. I just wanted to see like if you were texting her. I was like, you can tell me that, I can show you, but don't be touching me, like screaming at him. He was like, yeah, and like his face softened. He was like, okay, she scared me. Like literally that's how he reacted. Like he was just like, oh my god, like scared. And I'm telling y'all, I felt so like in that moment, because they, audacity. Like, why are you getting that close? First of all, I was so mad, you guys. I was so mad. He closes the door and I am just like, oh my god, live in this moment, stay in this moment. God, please let me stay in this moment, please. I want to be like this forever. Like, I hate when I couldn't just like turn it on and be that all the time, you know what I mean? So I'm like fuming. I'm like, I don't know what to do. What's the right action? What's the right path to take after this? Like, do we leave so we can stand firm and so he knows and we'll be back later? Like, what is it? Like, what are we gonna do? And I'm just sitting there, y'all. I'm like, cause like I am fuming. Like, y'all have no idea how pissed off I am. Like, I am livid. It's one thing to say it, but it's another thing to actually see it. Like, I was pissed off because I'm like, why? And my body freaked, and I was like, proud of myself, where I'm like, damn, Lex, you really were like, like I got there, you know what I mean? So I'm like contemplating like, what move do I make next? Because it's important. I know some of you are probably like, Jade, it's not that deep. It is that deep, because the way that they would act with me, it made me feel like they think that they could just do whatever because I don't got no mom. But it doesn't matter, because like I got me, and that's not okay. If you can't control your daughter, what makes you think that like you can like do this and this and this to me just because like that like I don't have a place to be or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, it just didn't sit right with me how they wanted to parent me versus how they would parent Sam. Like, not okay. So I'm like sitting there waiting, and I don't know what I'm going to do. And it's so weird because I got a text message and it's from Mel. And I haven't talked to Mel in a minute where I'm like, dang girl. Where I'm like, oh my God, hell yeah. Hopefully she wants to hang out. So I start texting her. We're talking. She's asking me like, so what are you doing today? And I said, girl, like, let's go, you know? Not like that, but you know what I mean? She's like, all right, can you give me an hour? And I said, bet. I'm just sitting up there for a long time, you guys, where I'm like, nah, I already made plans. I gotta like stand my ground on it and be like, I'm leaving. I just need some time, because I feel like if I just stay, then they're gonna think like, oh yeah, like it's fine. And I need them to understand it's not okay. Like, keep your hands to yourself, you know? So I finally go downstairs and he's just sitting there on the couch, you guys. And I don't know if all dumbasses just have the same stance where they just sit there on the couch and they're just like, I hate it. Okay, I hate it. Like, it brings me so much anger where I just get so mad, where I'm just like, why do you think you doing that, you deserve a pity party? Huh? What makes you think that I'm gonna come downstairs, see that, and be like, pobrecito? No, something's wrong with you. Something is wrong with you, okay? I used to hate when my stepdad would do that to my mom too, where he would try to look stressed or like, oh, it's so overwhelming, no one's taking me serious. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't care. And I would hate it because my mom would sometimes fall for it, but then sometimes too, I think that's why too, sometimes I'd be a little toxic in the way I think, or she'd be like, what a bitch, you know? Sometimes when me and my mom talk, sometimes she'd be saying something and I'm like, Ma, no. Why are you think like that? Like, no. I swear. That's why my brothers be thinking that like I'm a boy sometimes too, because like I just be thinking like heartless sometimes. And I have to humble them too, because sometimes they be doing some, I'm just like, okay, that's why I think sometimes manage, because things my brothers be doing, just because they do it does not mean I condone what they do. You know what I mean? Immediately when I saw him, like, I got enraged, y'all, because I'm like, I hate when men like this do like poor me, pouring me. And sometimes I do be falling for it, you know, where it's just like, oh, you know, but it's just like a certain look. It's a certain look. You know how some people are like, oh yeah, that person, you know, he nasty, because they can just tell by look. I feel like that's how I can see sometimes P words, you know, even sometimes when I go out. Oh my gosh, quick side note, you guys, quick side note. Me and my son, we went to the Dollar Tree, okay? We're just chilling, looking for some like new stuff that they put out that the employees haven't kept in the back for themselves, and we're just looking. This guy comes by and he's like looking at me, and I'm like, just kidding, you know? I'm like, hi, and I just walk past him and he's like, hi. We go down another aisle and he's there, and he like walks past me and he's like trying to, like, you know when someone's like trying to look at your eyes, and he's like looking at my eyes, and I'm like, okay. We go down another aisle and I'm like, let's just go down a couple more aisles, like just to like see something. We go down and I can hear someone like through the aisle, whatever. He finally runs into us and he's like, where'd you get that shirt? One of my fan bams sent it to me, and people were like, girl, I don't know who fan bam is, but that's just in my lingo, you know? And he's like continuing to talk to me, and I just turn. My son's with me and he's like, Mom, he's still staring at you, he's still talking. I'm like, I'm going, okay, like it's just weird at this point. So like we're walking, we go to a different aisle, and he comes again and he's like full on like looking, like, and I'm like, oh, this motherfucker is visualizing. Okay, so I get like upset. He literally is like trying to like ask me another question, and I'm like, have a good day, like making it obvious, you know, like have a good day. I should have been like screaming, but y'all, I was just like, what the hell. My son was like freaked out, and he had that like creepy look, like I don't know, they just have this look to them, y'all, like you just know they're just like sick, you know? Scared me. Now I'm not going anywhere without my hubby. I was like, no more little side quests, no more little quick runs. And you guys know I love the Dollar Tree. Like, since my babies were little, we would always go there. I'm still salty. It's $1.25 now, but creepy, right? I was so grossed out, and my son was like creeped out, where he was like, Mom, what the heck? I was like, I know. People are weird. But anyways, so he's like, Alexis, can we talk in your being called that? And I was like, no, está bien, like, no quiero hablar, like, I don't want to talk right now. He's like, no, por favor, like, perdóname. I hate hearing that. Okay, I do. It's just like, ugh, the perdóname. Oh, qué asco. It pisses me off like so much, where like it makes my skin crawl. Like, if I could have shed my skin from like just like, ugh, I would be shedding constantly because of the like, ugh, how it makes me feel. Like, so he's like telling me like, please, like, I want to talk to you. I don't want to leave things weird. Like, I shouldn't have done that. It's not okay. What I did was not okay. And I was like, está bien, no quiero hablar. Perdóname, por favor, mija. I'm like, ugh, you know, like freaking twitching like a fish, feeling so disgusted. And I'm like, no, está bien, la verdad, no quiero hablar ahorita. And so like, I'm just having to do like what I'm doing. And he was like, well, I do want to tell you the update. She's okay. She's gonna be there for a little bit for them to monitor the baby, but like, she's fine. I was like, okay, Kevin, because like, I'm not trying to like converse. I don't want him to now use Mrs. Peach as the excuse of like, oh, we can talk, you know. I just don't want to talk to him. So he asks me like, where am I going? And I tell him that I'm gonna go with my tia for a little bit. He tells me to please not tell my tia, that he just doesn't want any problems, and that he's so sorry that he made me feel uncomfortable, and to forgive him, that he just feels like he's under a lot of pressure right now. Doesn't mean that it's right, but that he is really, really sorry, and it will never happen again. I hate when they say, si quieres, pégame. Like, if you want, go ahead, hit me. It's so weird. Like, I wonder what crosses their mind where they're like, I'm gonna say this. This is something good. Like, it's so stupid. It infuriates me. So, like, I look at him like, he's like, I'm just gonna go upstairs and you can be down here making whatever you want so you're comfortable. And I'm like, okay, didn't object to that, you know? And he just, like, looks at me. Y'all, I'm telling you, this is, like, textbook what they do. Looks at me like, why are you trying to make me feel bad? Why are you thinking like, oh yeah, this is going to get her to feel bad? I'm telling you, not the first man to do it, not the last. It's just so gross when you being so young can start picking up those type of behaviors where you're just like, oh my God. And it's so hard because you wish you had those innocence of like wanting to believe that kind of like stupid shit sometimes, but it sucks because your brain just picks it up and recognizes it as a pattern of dumbass, you know. And it's like a bittersweet thing, you know, because maybe something can be innocent and someone can look at you and be like, shucks, but you're just like, ew, get out of my face, bitch, you know. I don't know how to describe it. And like, even before I would see the signs for the very first time, my mom already told me so many of the signs. Tommy already told me so many of the signs. And when it would actually play out, I'd be like, oh my God, this is what you guys were talking about? Oh my God. And I'd be like so grossed out. Because like the audacity, like what the f is wrong with y'all? Why would you do that? So he goes upstairs and I just make me something quick to eat. And I'm like, oh my God, the baby. They're still upstairs. I'm gonna go check. But before I can, I hear a knock. I go to the door. It's Mrs. Peach's friend. Hi, Alexis. I'm here to pick up the baby. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, okay, yeah. Like, I'm gonna go get the baby. I go upstairs. I tell Mr. Peach, and he's like, cries the crack door like this. And he's like, stop in. Yeah. You know? Ugh. I get the baby ready. Baby's still sleeping. And I go downstairs. I tell her, like, is there anything you want me to pack for the baby? Like, anything extra? Like, are you gonna be keeping the baby? She's like, why would I be keeping the baby? I tell her, I'm like, oh, so how's Mrs. Peach? I go over that question because I was like, oh, let me just find something out. And I was like, oh, so how's Mrs. Peach? She's like, she's okay. I just got her some snacks. She's back at home. She'll be fine. And I was like, oh, so she's not at the hospital? And she's just like this. What? I was like, oh, so she's not at the hospital? Have a good day, Alexis. And I'm like, you too. So pissed me off. Mr. Peach comes downstairs. He still stays by like the steps and stuff like that because he doesn't want to come all the way, because of course not. We gotta milk it, okay, until we can't no more. So he stays at the steps and he tells me like, oh, any update? Did she say how Mrs. Peach was doing? I was like, Mrs. Peach is not at the hospital. Como que no? Como chicas que no? Like he wants to get all like mad and offended. Like what? I was like, why are you mad for? I'm not. And I was like, she said she's at home. I mean, she said she's at home. I was like, yeah, that's what she said. That, oh guys, look. I put all my lippies in here. Look how cute. I was like, she says she's at home, that she picked her up some stuff. He tells me not to say anything to Mrs. Peach. A ver qué pasa, a ver qué pasa. And I was like, okay. Mija, can I ask you a question? And y'all, my blood is like boiling. I'm like, okay, can you forgive me? No. And he just goes upstairs. He goes like this. Ugh. 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 So he goes upstairs. I don't even want to be there no more. So I tell Mel that I'm going to be at the park or the library. I'll let her know which one, but that I don't want to wait too long at the house because then they're going to ask me to do something and I'm just trying to dip. She's like, all right, bet, let me know. So as I'm leaving, I tell him, ya me voy. Tells me, ven, por favor, like to please go upstairs. I tell him that I don't want to, that I'm already in a hurry. He said, por favor. So he's in his room and y'all, I don't know if it's because like it was my trauma, because I don't think I've ever really went into detail about my stepfather, but he would call me in his room. I would have to stay in there. That feeling of him calling me to his room, I felt like 9-year-old Jade again, you know? And it was so weird where like I walked and then like I stopped. I was like dead in my tracks. It kind of felt like deja vu. And I was like, no, like why would you be calling me up to your room? Like, oh my god, it's gonna happen again. Like I start getting like paranoid where I'm like, what the? And so he's like, come here, I just want to show you something. And I was like, damn, double trigger. Like no. And so I get even more scared and I was like, ya me voy. And so I scream and I just like slam the door. I start to walk and I literally feel like I'm going to pass out. I freaking hate when I get like this triggered or scared. Like it literally felt like the cucuy was behind me, but no one was behind me. I was just getting so scared because I was like, what the hell? Like he probably was just going to show me something in the room, or I don't know. I was like, I don't know, you know? I didn't want to chance it and I was so paranoid. Like literally I felt sick to my stomach. Like I wanted to puke right there. It was so weird. I don't even know how to explain it, y'all. So I go to the park and I literally don't even know how I got there, you guys. I literally feel like I levitated there because of how like I was just like autopilot, and I was just there. So then I text Mel and I'm like, hey, I'm here, let me know. And she's like, all right, cool, I'll be there in a little bit. I'm like, okay, cool. I was so freaking like, oh my god, I didn't know what to do with that emotion where I was like, oh my god, like this felt so weird. Like, and I was just hecka overthinking it, hecka triggered, where I was like, oh my god, like this is what you get for thinking that you were chingonas earlier. Like this is what you get. You're getting punished for that. You're just getting punished for that. And I hate that I do that to myself. I still do that to myself today, where like if I agree, if I don't like somebody, or I'm like, yeah, they are a bitch or something like that, I will feel so gross later on. This is sometimes, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's worse than others, but I'll be like, why did you say that? Or, oh, why did you? And I'll feel bad. And so like if I get like a cough or anything, I'll be like, oh my god, this is your fault. You're getting this because you did this. Like, it's your fault. That's why. And that is such a toxic way to live your life. And I will be getting help for that because I feel like it is just getting worse with age. And like I told you guys, where I've been going through health things as well, it's triggering my paranoia of like, oh, this is why, and it's so stupid. I wish that I can just stop. And I do pray, and I do see your guys' comments of like, pray harder. I am, love, I am. And I just have to, there's steps that I need to take. So hopefully me taking them, I'll feel better. Yeah, anyways, so I'm at the park beating myself up about feeling that way. I feel like I zone out for such a long time talking to myself that I don't even notice that like 30 minutes pass by and Mel is there to pick me up. She picks me up and she like immediately sees that I'm like scared or in a mood, and she's like, girl, what's wrong? And she has her little friend there with her. So I just start kind of telling her, and she has like her dude in the front, and I'm like kind of embarrassed because I'm like, oh my god, he's listening. She's like, oh babe, like it's fine, it's okay. We start to like swap stories, and she kind of calms me down a bit, and she was like, you just never know, you don't want to take the risk. And she's just like apologizing of like why she's been like MIA and stuff like that. And I just feel so bad where I'm like, we haven't seen each other so long, and then I just come and like trauma dump on her. Like, so annoying, so freaking annoying. Like, who would want that? You know what I mean? Like, oh my god. So I just keep apologizing. She tells me to stop apologizing, and that what did I want to do? And I was like, oh, you want to go get some pretzels? At this point, like for real, the pretzel thing is like super like bad. So we go and get pretzels. We're just chilling, walking around the mall, and just we go into Hot Topic, just having like some fun time. Going to Hot Topic, and we see some girls in there. Now, I looked at them a few times, like, oh, like, you know, glance over, like, oh, you know, oh, hey, whatever. And Mel just had like her eyes on them, like just, she starts getting loud and says, I hate when bitches stare. And I'm like, okay. So I kind of just like laugh it off, and she's like, huh, Lex? They're literally staring. So it's like, yeah, you're not wrong, you know. But I'm like, dude, why today? Why right now? So we literally just keep walking around the thing, and she's like, what we're gonna do about the bitches staring? And I'm like, I don't know. Wave. She's like, Alexis, these fools been staring. I'm like, okay. What I'm telling you, they're staring like the whole, like that, okay? And you guys already know what this means, where it's just like, oh my god. So me and her both look over, and I'm like, y'all good? You got a staring problem? Something up? What's good? What's up? Okay. So they're still looking, and she's pissed because like they're still not looking away. So then she says again, y'all good? Do we have an issue? And they're like, I don't know what it was or what, but I'm like, dude, we can't control people staring. Like, they say they don't got a problem, they don't got a problem. So we leave from Hot Topic and we go to Spencer's. We go into Spencer's, and we notice that they're there again, and I'm like, okay. So now it's like, okay, something's up. We're looking through like this aisle by like the earrings and stuff, and then we just stop and we just look straight forward, and they're like, I'm like, are we good? Do we have a problem? You followed us from over there and followed us here. Do we have a problem? And one of the girls says, do you know Ursula? So then Mel says, and if she does, what is it to you? The girl says, so is that a yeah? I'm like, and if it is? And just walks. And I'm like, okay. I had put Ursula out of my mind. She was dead to me, okay? Where I'm like, what the f? Like, that is so weird. Like, I didn't understand it. I was like, and what is it to them? Like, what the? Like, this is weird. Like, what the? Right? Where it's like, damn, nothing's clicking yet, right? So me and Mel, we start walking, and she is like, what she want? What's the beef or what? And I'm like, it's not even worth it. It's not even worth explaining. So we're still talking, laughing, you know, himmy hawing about some stuff, like whatever. We go to the food court, and I see the same bitches that were looking at us, and they're just mean dogging y'all, like mean. Mel's like, yo, I'm getting tired of it. Like, what's the deal? I'm about to call blah 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 blah. And I'm like, call him. I'm so glad I did. I just said it just to say it, but like I wasn't really like thinking, you know? So we're walking past the food court, and she's like, oh, I want to get me a drink. I'm like, all right, cool. So we're getting a drink, we're in line, and I could just feel the pack of hyenas just looking. So I'm like, okay, that bitch said Ursula. I bet you that bitch is somewhere here, whatever. Mel's like, we're not going to even talk to them, confront them until, I'll say Bobby and the crew show up. And I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. We get the drink. We start walking towards Victoria's Secret. We start walking towards there. The hyenas are like, yeah, she's scared. And I'm going to turn around, and Mel like moves my shoulder. She's like, nah, not yet. And I was like, all right, whatever. So we go into Victoria's Secret. My phone starts ringing. I answer it, and it's Sam, and she's like paranoid, super paranoid. My dad just told me he's gonna press charges if that baby dies. Alexis, I'm scared. And I was like, that baby dies? What are you talking about? So I'm getting kind of like upset, because I'm like, I get that he's trying to get her to get home, but he's putting fear in her, and it's just like nasty, heavy fear that you don't got to do. So I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like, she's okay. No, you're lying. She's like, you're lying to me. He's like foaming at the mouth. Over the phone, I can hear babas y todo. And I'm like, dude, she's good. Like, she's good. But like, yeah, you shouldn't have put your hands on her. Like, you're crazy for that. And I'm like talking to her, and she's like, no, you're lying to me. Click, hangs up. So I message her, and I'm like, so-and-so let me know that she's back at the house. Like, she's good. She did try to say that she was still in the hospital. I think she was trying to milk it. But I don't know, dude. But at the end of the day, like, yeah, you was wrong for it. But I'm pretty sure the baby's okay. She doesn't reply. I text Mr. Peach. I'm like, do I need to tell Sam the story that you're saying? And he starts calling me. And I know I shouldn't have even done that. Why do you poke the bear? Because I want to. So then we're in Victoria's Secret. The hyenas start to follow us, okay? And I'm like, oh my God. The adrenaline rush, it's like adrenaline rush and kind of like fear that sets in. Because like you don't know how other people play, how they fight. You don't know if they're dirty. You don't know if they're like, no this, no that. You don't know. And at the same time, it's like, what you mad at me for? I don't know you. You don't know me. And that's what I would really hate, where it's just like, I like to know this full story. No, what does she do? You know? But oh my gosh. This is what I wanted to use on my lid, but I still ended up using Melt anyways. But anyways, Melt's like, don't say nothing. Bobby's not here. I'll let you know, blah, 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 blah. So we're just walking, get out of Victoria's Secret, go to another little shop, and they're just following us. And they're just like with their little like, yeah, that's what I thought. Bitch is scared. You see her? She's scared. You see her? And like just like whistling, and I'm just like getting so annoyed, because like I keep like looking, and like I look away. Yeah, bitch, look away. And I'm like, okay. So then we go into like the movie area. There's like an arcade. Okay, we go in there, and I don't know why we go in there. We end up being cornered in there. So we're on like the motorcycle thingies, trying to be like cutesy, whatever. We'll call one of the girl. We'll call her Rat. So Rat comes up, and she's like, Ursula wants to talk to you. And I act like I don't hear her. Okay, so I'm like on the thing going like this way. We didn't put no coins in. We're just goofy. So I'm like swinging to side to side. The Rat grabs the end of the stick and yanks it down. And so I look at her, and I was like, then tell Ursula to come here. And I continue to play the thing that's not even playing. Like, bitch, I said Ursula wants to talk to you. And when I tell you, you're probably thinking like, oh, this person looks, you know, really tall and intimidating. No, the little mocosa look like a rat. Chiquita, where it's just like the one, like a little chihuahua, you know, where it's just like, dude, what are you doing? You're stealing your mommy's chichi. Like, get out of my face. I tell her, get the out of my face. So like we're now face to face. Okay, I'm still in a thing. We're just like this, stupid as hell, because like she would have like, if she would have to hit me, I would sway across, you know. So Melt gets off, and I feel Melt come from behind me, come to the front. And she tells her to go and get Ursula. She's like, go get the stupid bitch. She wants to talk to her. She can come here. She's like, what y'all think? You guys think y'all some mafia type? Go get her. And like Rat just looks at her. She's like, I'm talking to her. And I was like, bitch, we're not in a movie. I'm not going over there. I don't gotta respond to her. You look dumb. So I don't know why I continue to act like I'm playing, y'all. Oh my God. When I even think about this moment, it's so cringy. Because I'm like, what were you doing? You know? And I couldn't even fake it and put some coins in, because like I had no coin, you know? So I eventually set up, and I'm just sitting there like talking to her. It probably looked cool, you know? I was like talking to her, and I was like, what does she want anyways? Haven't even talked to her. We're not even cool. What the fuck do you want? She's like, you know what she wants. I'm like, okay, no, I don't. So I get off, and me and Mel are just laughing, and we try to walk out. As we're trying to walk out, Rat and like other girls kind of like block our way, and I'm like, move. No, we need to go talk to Ursula. And I was like, get the f. So we start cussing them out. We're like, you know, talking our shit. No one is touching anybody, because I feel like they even knew like, okay, we touch them, we're gonna hit us back, you know. So now I think they see that like we're not intimidated. I'm not scared. So we're just like fighting to the point where movie theater employees to come in and they tell us like, you're not to leave. So we walk out. Mel tells them like, we're trying to leave, but they're over here trying to stop us, blah, blah, blah. They're not letting us leave. They kind of like escort us out. So as we're walking out, we go to the front and she's like, oh, Bobby's here. And I was like, okay, cool. Bobby's here. So we go to the front and we could feel them picking up speed from behind us. And I'm just like, what is the need? What is the problem? Like, what the a number keeps calling me private. And I'm like, I'm not going to even try to talk to Sam right now. Like, she just, it sounds so annoying where I constantly feel like I have to tell her, like, get home. Get home. That was dumb. And like, she doesn't want to hear me. Like, at the end of the day, you know what you need to do. You know you need to get home. So like, why are we going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth? Like, you know you need to go home. Stop acting dumb, you know? So we're getting close to the front entrance and we're walking really fast and we see the security guard. Security guard kind of like waves us over and he was like, what's the problem? Mel's like, there's no problem. Having a little attitude to him and I gotta keep it respectful and I gotta keep it cute. And I was like, oh no, sir, we don't have a problem. Those girls back there, if you check the surveillance and stuff like that, they've been following us. They're like harassing us and stuff like that. We're just gonna leave. And he was like, okay, that if we fight or anything like that, we're gonna get trespassed. And I was like, we understand. We start walking, we see Bobby, we see like a bunch of group of like girls, you know? And so we go out there and they're like asking what's happening. Mel starts pointing and like the girls starts pointing over there like, oh yeah, whatever. We explain what the security guy told us and Bobby was like, all right, so like what are you guys trying to do? I don't know, like if we go back in, it's gonna look too obvious and they're gonna be like, you guys need to leave. Like obviously this looks like it's too many, like something's going up, something's going on, like it looks like it's way too much, right? So then Mel is like, let's just go to the shopping place right here. So we're like, okay, cool. So we all start walking. It's a big hurdle of us, right? Some get in the car and some are just like, oh, we're just walking from here, it's not that far. So we're walking and surely enough, we hear like the footsteps, and this time I turn around and I see Ursula. Y'all, I don't know why I got like, oh, she's real. Like obviously it's gonna be something. Obviously there's gonna be like, there's an issue, you know? So I look over and I'm like, oh my God, Alexis, yo, I'm talking to you, like super loud, super stupid. So me and Mel are just laughing because I'm like, dude, like what the. She's like, you want to go talk to her? I'm like, no, not really. Like, no, not really. Like, there's nothing for us to talk about. Like, no, not really. She kind of knows, like, some of the gist of it. And one of the other girls was like, y'all can, like, hash it out. And we can just, like, make sure, like, nothing happens. Like, no one jumps in. I was like, I'm not going to even fight her because I don't even know what the beef is. Like, I don't know. Like, this bitch is just always in the mess. Like, always in the mess. Is it kind of clicking of why? Okay. So we go into the shopping center. And right from the jump, the employees are just looking at us like wide eye. Like, oh my. Like these kids are gonna start, like I'm not telling, it's not like, oh there's 5 of us, 10 of us, like it's a group, like 20 to 25, like little like mocosas, you know? So we go in there and we just start like looking at the shoes, like, you know, looking at the shirts. Some of us are being goofy, some of us are not, and we're just being loud, whatever. I end up going to like the journaling section and I'm like looking at stuff. I was like talking to Mel and I asked her and stuff. I'm like, oh, is this one cute? This one cute? And I hear, yeah. It was Ursula's deep ass voice and I look at her and I was like, oh my God. So I put the thing back and I was like, what? Like, what's up? Like, what is your beef? Like, why are you following me? She's like, why didn't you come when I called you? I said, who the f you? Who the f you? And I was like, cause I ain't no dog. Like, what do you want? And so we start kind of like bickering. Milk comes and she's like, what you want? What do you want? So they start, she's like, oh, I'm talking to Alexis. I was like, bitch, I should have known she was coming. Like I could smell the shit in the air. I knew it. Something different was in the air and it smelled like shit. So I'm talking to Mel. Me and Mel are laughing. Are just like, oh, you think you're funny? You think you're funny, bitch? Like really loud. I'm like, dude, get off my dick. I swear to God, if I had one, I slapped the shit out of you with it. And we're just talking stupid. You guys are gonna tell you like I talked stupid. I talk stupid, nasty, like ew, like I talked so nasty. And she was like, you do what with it now? And then Mel was like, she'd probably be sucking up. And we start doing motion. We start being cochinas sucias. And Ursula just getting hot. Ursula and Mel are like same height, you know? So I'm like, okay, cool. Like if anything, like hopefully like tag team, you know? So she's like still talking. What do you want? Like at this point, it just seems like you're on my ass more than like a like obsessed ex. Like off. I went from there, came over here, now you're here like off. I'm like screaming at her. I keep telling her like, get to the point. And I guess that's the type My mom says that like we'll get people mad, whatever. I'm like, get to the point, hurry up. I'm not even trying to hear all you. Like your breath is hot as like, hurry up, get it out, get out. I'm not even trying to hear all you. Like, hurry up, hurry up. This could have been a text. Like, I'm not like a voicemail of that. Like, hurry up. My mom would get mad when I went on. And so she's like trying to talk, and I'm like talking over her. I'm like, hurry up, like blah 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 blah. And as she's trying to like speak, because she was like, if you let me fit, I was like, hurry the just talking like that. And then she's like, skillet, and I was like, skillet, because I didn't even hear everything she said. I'm like, skillet, and she's like, yeah, give me your phone. And I'm gonna end it there. I love you guys so much. Besos a todos. Please send good vibes. I love you guys so much. Hope you guys are having an amazing month so far. Can't believe we're gonna be finished already. Like, that was quick. The quickness, bitch. That was super quick. Like, what the but yeah, I love you guys so much. Besos, and I'll see you guys in my next story time. Bye. Let's begin.